Hi everyone, this is Rob Watson, the module leader for TECH1502 Introduction to Community Media. We've looked over the last couple of weeks at some examples of community media. So we've looked at what it is to be a community reporter, and we've looked at what the idea is, a kind of general sense of what community radio is about. This week I want to go a little bit further and a little bit broader, which is something that hopefully you'll be covering in your final year, which is the idea of what it is, community media is in terms of international development, and how community media is used as a tool and as a process to help support communities to develop a sense of participation in civic life and economic life, and to renew a sense of community in areas that are maybe affected by cultural, economic change, climate change, who have been marginalised and pushed to the side in previous years. So we'll look at this through a number of kind of different examples of community media projects that I've found online. And I'm going to put it into context first of all by playing, I don't know if you've ever seen it, Carl Sagan's Pale Blue Dot, which is a spoken piece that he did, which was about looking back from interstellar space at how insignificant and small the Earth is from many it's part of the Voyager expedition, and kind of it's just the idea of kind of I hope it gives us the idea that we have to look at our sustainability in a holistic sense, which views the fragility of the Earth. And one of the challenges about community development and international community development is how can we come up with approaches and economic systems which protect rather than damage the ecosystem and the biosphere and the planet that we live on. So this is an important way, but it doesn't just affect, if you like, ecology. It also affects urban environments, and some of the destruction and the desolation that has occurred in some cities that took place after deindustrialization, and what it means to kind of form communities in difficult environments where there isn't necessarily a tangible or an obtainable sense of community. How do you promote? What role does community media potentially play in helping to forge a sense of solidarity within communities, neighbourhoods, societies, those kind of things? So some of the organisations that we might be looking at, UNESCO are a big player in this, and they produce a lot of work that is about cultural renewal. So the United Nations, World Health Organization, big organisations like that. BBC Media Action is one that we'll look at some point as well. So again, another video-based good opportunity for us to ask some questions, and then in the following week we'll kind of go through some of the main key principles about community media. So we'll take some of the things that we've looked at, and we'll start to relate it to specifically to the reading material that we're going to be, you're expected to read through the module as well. So again, a nice good kind of introduction lecture. So the third of 3 introduction lectures like this, and hopefully it'll kind of give you a good sense so that you can put maybe some of these things into practice with your own community media reporting that you're going to be developing with John. So I'll see you at the lecture next week.